I know people think about Mexico as like, oh, don't go to Mexico and don't eat the street food, but no, let me tell you, go to Mexico and eat the street food. Hey guys, it's Charlie, and today I'm going to be telling you a couple, or a bunch actually, of foods that I loved eating in Mexico, and foods that I miss, from Mexico. I love Mexico. This video was actually supposed to be things I miss about Mexico or something like that, but it turned into me reminiscing about all the foods I miss from Mexico, because you guys know I'm a big foodie. So today's video is all the food I miss from Mexico and foods you should eat when you go to visit Mexico. So let's get started. Before I talk about the foods, let me just let you guys know, if you're from the US, what you know as Mexican food is probably not like Mexican food. It's so different, and both are great, both are delicious in their own right. But let me just tell you, if you haven't been to Mexico and eaten authentic Mexican food, yes, if you have family from Mexico, or you know this one great Mexican restaurant in the US that really serves authentic Mexican, yes, I'm sure it's great, but I need you to know, you need to go to Mexico and eat all the delicious food, because it's so different. Burritos are not Mexican, I'm just letting you guys know that. They're not Mexican. Get over to Mexico and eat the delicious food. Quesadillas. I loved blue corn quesadillas. They don't have to be blue corn, but I just thought it was really special that you could get blue corn quesadillas, because I have never had blue corn anything before. Well, I did have like those blue corn tortilla chips that you can eat here. You can buy blue corn tortillas, but it's different. It's different. It's not like Mexican blue corn quesadillas. They're different.
My favorite thing to eat in Mexico City are quesadillas. But have you ever tried quesadillas made with blue corn and with hongos? Hongos are a fungus, and flor de calabaza is a flower from pumpkin. So when you come to Mexico, you have to try something really different and unique, and these are some of the things you should try.
That was like the thing that I took my friends to go do. And anytime I had a friend like visiting me, or if I want to show someone something, the first place I would go is the corner like food thingy, you know, like the little food stand, because that was the place to be. Like, if you didn't try those blue corn quesadillas on the corner, you didn't go to Mexico. So yeah, that's my number one, and I talk about that every time I talk about the food in Mexico. Fruit stands and fruit juices in Mexico. Like, you can go down the street typically, and depending on where you live, but I lived in Mexico City, so there were so many like fruit stands, fruit markets. On Sundays, there was a fruit market that I would always go to, and I would buy these bottles of pineapple juice that was freshly squeezed pineapple. It was so cheap, it was so delicious, so fresh. And then I would go down the street to this little fruit stand where the man, he would make these different fruit juices. You can have a green juice. It had like aloe in it and some other like cactus, or all these kind of things that you could like imagine in a juice.
Of all of the mini fruit shops that are on every corner of the street. So we're at one of my favorite ones right now. Hola. And he makes many different types of juices. My favorites are orange and banana, and I also like his green juice. It's really fresh. Orange juice, carrot, beet juice, and grapefruit.
So cheap, so delicious, so fresh. Like, I miss that about Mexico. The next thing is the hardest thing that it was. Like, I knew if I gave up cheese in Mexico, I could give up cheese anywhere, because queso Oaxaca is the best cheese I have ever tasted. Just imagine string cheese, but 5 million times better. Like, it's like the texture, it was like juicy and like stringy. The texture texture, it was like juicy and like stringy, but the flavor was like so whatever this is. And I knew that if I could give up cheese in Mexico, I could give it up anywhere, because I would stand in my kitchen and just like pull apart the cheese and be like, ah. That's why I broke out so much, because the cheese was like, let me just stop. Pozole. Pozole is like chicken soup meets some type of like corn soup, but not exactly corn. It's just look up hominy. Hominy is like corn, but they treat it a different way, so it's like a bit bigger than corn. It's like more puffed up, and it has like a different flavor. So take chicken soup meets corn. It's delicious. Tortas. Tortas are delicious. I ate those on the street. A lot of the foods that I ate were street food. And I know people think about Mexico as like, oh, don't go to Mexico and don't eat the street food. But no, let me tell you, go to Mexico and eat the street food. Like if you go to Mexico and you don't eat the street food, that's like going to Korea and not eating kimchi. Sorry, but it is. Tortas are a Mexican style sandwich. They're very big, like the bread is like a big bun and all the like things you could put in between. It's just really delicious. Tamales. Tamales are like so like, I just need a moment of silence for all the tamales that I ate in Mexico. You can find tamales of all kinds. Like there's chocolate, there's like, there's like everything. You can eat tamales all your life and you will always find another flavor that you have never tried. Oh, by the way, about tamales, I found out in Mexico that they don't call them tamale. Like it's not like tamale, it's like tamal. In the US, I've known people call them tamale, but it's not tamale. Like one is a tamal, not tamale. Just for you guys that don't know. Sopes. Sopes are like, imagine a tostada. You know, the tostada is like hard and crunchy. Take away that hard and crunchy and replace it with, you know, those soft corn tortillas, but like fluffy and thick. It's like that. Yeah, they're just good. You just go to Mexico and try them. So you know how I talked about Oaxaca cheese, queso Oaxaca? Well, people call it quesillo, but anyway, what I'm gonna tell you next is I went to Oaxaca and I tried tlayudas for the first time and my life was changed. Tlayudas are, this whole video should just be a moment of silence. I just should have started the video and just said, can I have a moment of silence for Mexican food? And then just end the video there, because like that's all we need. Like Mexican food is just so, Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you would love to go to Mexico and try all the delicious food. If you've been to Mexico, or if you're Mexican and you live in Mexico, or if you're not Mexican and you live in Mexico and you think I missed something, comment below. Mexican food is up here on my list. So give me some recommendations or recommend some things to other people that they should try. I hope this gave you guys some ideas. Be sure to add me on Instagram, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!